And we are live. Good morning, everybody. It's your favorite truck. Wait, where's my little scrolly thing? There it is. It's your favorite truck driver in the whole wide world. It's Bitcoin Ben here for the What's the Pluck is going on in cryptocurrencies and the world. My friends, hyper, we're in the midst of a fast dash for Bitcoin. All right. For those of you who know who Max Kaiser is, Max Kaiser knows and has helped the president of El Salvador with his adoption of the Bitcoin into El Salvador. Now, Max Kaiser is helping Arabian companies and states this is not all of them get into Bitcoin at the national level. Max Kaiser, right, put out a tweet. 50K Bitcoin this week. My friends, you know me. I'm always like, Bitcoin's going to 50,000 in 12 seconds. My prices eventually get hit. My timing, not always perfect. But I don't care. You know, I know what's coming, so I'm always excited. All right. I watch. Hey, Mark. What's up, Mark? Over on Instagram. Mark Blackhurst. What's up, brother? Hey, I see you over there. Him and his brother. Shout out, brother, right? God, I gotta come over and see you guys. All right. For those of you that don't know, Mark Blackhurst and his brother, years ago, they flew me over to the UK and put me in front of a room full of economic people. And I tore it up. The local paper there, the local economic magazine, literally, they did a full 2-page cover story on me. And the headline was, is this the most, what was it? It was like, is this the most unexpected cryptocurrency expert ever? And it was like right in the middle of this huge, like, financial UK magazine. That, I'm telling you, Mark, I need to come back over, man. We got to launch a club over in the UK. you, me, your brother. Yes. I think the headline was, "Is this the most unlikely expert?" Yeah, like something like that. And that was a blast. I had a blast over it. The only thing I couldn't deal with in the UK was they drink warm beer. I don't. Wait, what? You drink warm beer? What the hell? What the hell kind of country are you guys? Had a blast over in the UK though. Thank you, Mark. Love you, brother. You tell your brother I said hi. Right? It's we're we're we are literally, guys. Don't worry about the price. The price is going to take care of the price. Worry about getting more Bitcoin. That's that. Every one of you guys are going to look back and go, fuck, I should have bought more. I should have bought more. And the reason you're going to do that is literally because I can remember when this was years ago when I bragged on Twitter and on YouTube that I bought the top of a rally, like $1,100 per Bitcoin. I had people just coming out of the woodworks. Ben, you're so bad at this. You you're buying the top. You're buying the bottom. You're buying the middle. You're buying the top. You should wait. You should anticipate the bottom. Now, pluck all that bullshit. I buy when I got money. Right? So looking back, hindsight's 2020. I bought the top at $1,100 many years ago. Then it dropped all the way down to $600. And all my friends, all my viewers were like, duh, way to go, man. And I'm like, I still got those Bitcoin that I bought at $1,100. I still got those Bitcoin. See, I'm not a good trader. I don't swing trade. I ain't got time for all that. What's up, Joe Knows Crypto? My brother in arms. What's up, baby? Right? I don't trade. Now, if you want to trade, get a hold of Joe Knows Cryptos. That son of my bitch knows how to trade. I don't. Not my thing. I'm a hodler. Joe Knows Cryptos, and Joe knows how to trade. All right? That's just how it be. I ain't got the balls for it. Right? Joe must have bigger balls than I do. I don't trade. Not my thing. But what I do, and I'm going to play a clip of Jack Mahler. All right? Actually, it's longer than a clip. I'm gonna play Jack Mahler. He had an interview yesterday. All right, this he's all he has gone. He has gone full full Michael Saylor. He's out of dollars. He on Twitter, right? On Twitter, he posted a picture of his JP Morgan account or his, Bank of America, $0. He's like, I'm out of the dollars. I'm done. I'm done. Now, the reason I want to play this for you guys, guys and gals, please. And Patrick and I are going to talk more about this tomorrow on our CALIX Solutions show. This morning we had a lovely lady at our club here in Sarasota walk in. She got scammed out of $125,000. I literally had to hold in tears. This is why our club is here. We want to help people not have that happen. It literally breaks our heart to hear that. And we try and help people. It's all right. I'm not even going to talk about it. I'll actually get emotional. But please, guys, please, here, word from the sponsor real quick.
Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from CALIX Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from CALIX Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at calixsolutions.io.
There we go. Get yourself a CALIX Solutions laptop, guys. Please, please, please. Call or text 1-702-845-8276 and let us help you keep your cryptos safe. Do not risk your future on what looks like a damn keychain. If I have one more client show up, well, I had it on Trezor or I had it on Ledger. Yeah, but you're plugging it into a corrupted laptop. Folks, you're literally taking your wallet and plugging it into a toilet. I digress. Joe, brother. All right. Joe knows crypto. I've known this guy for a long time. Right? The atomic wallet fucked Joe. The atomic wallet Joe. Joe's getting a crypto laptop. Right? It's all right. I got my laptop. Good, good, good. And we remember, when you get your laptop, we send you information with it. Look at that. Look at that handsome picture. Look at that good-looking guy. No, the other guy, me. We send you all the information that you need to absolutely. Are you still a fan of Exodus? It's EXODOS. Yes, apps-a-pluckin'-lutely. Yeah. Patrick doesn't look a day over 95 there. It's, yeah. Oh, that's what I want people to understand. When Bitcoin hits 100,000, these scams are gonna go nuts. Right? Is that why you recommend the Exodus wallet? How will the crypto laptop help if you have an atomic wallet? Helps you get your money out of the fucking atomic wallet. Atomic. What? Guys, I've known the Exodus team for years. And if you know the code that Exodus uses, oh no, there ain't gonna be none of this shit with Exodus. Exodus doesn't have your email. Exodus doesn't have jack shit. Right here, RJ been using a CALIX laptop for about 3 years now. No issues whatsoever. Apps-a-pluckin'-lutely. Right. Now, let's jump. You guys gotta listen to this interview. Jack Mahler, the baller. Just listen to this. Dude goes ballistic, and I love it.
You no longer hold any dollars. Tell a quick story about this. We were talking about this prior to New Year's, and you had come to me with this notion that you no longer wanted to own dollars. And I kind of thought that you might have slipped and hey.
Okay, one thing, and this just annoys the fuck out of me. How in the hell can you have a penis and testicles and sit like that? How? Where do you put your balls? I'm just asking for a friend. Look at Jack. Jack's Jack's letting the boys air out. Then we got the other guy. Looking like he's playing fucking solitaire fucking Twister. Uh, where do you put your balls? I'm just saying. I digress.
Your head or something. It sounded really crazy to me. But the more that you explained it, the more awesome that it sounded. And then you finally posted a screenshot of your Chase bank account with literally $0 in it, which I think for most average everyday people would probably be one of the scariest things to ever see in your entire life. But you no longer hold dollars. You only hold Bitcoin. How does that work?
How does it work? Well, technically, how it works, I spend on credit. I mean, do you not use a credit card?
I use a credit card all the time.
Okay.
But the notion that you hold no dollars, for example, I went to lunch with my parents today, and I had to pay for dinner. The place didn't accept Bitcoin whatsoever. If you own no dollars, how do you go through everyday life?
Well, what'd you spend? Did you spend a credit card?
I did spend a credit card.
Okay, so none of your dollar balance went down, right? You spent your credit balance that you owe went up.
Yes.
Okay. So did you need to own dollars to pay for, what'd you say, lunch or dinner? I think you used both. Which one was it?
And it was like 3 o'clock. It was like
Okay.
a little bit of a mix. But
That
yeah,
boy.
lunch,
That
dinner.
boy. Okay. So you didn't need to own, technically you didn't need to own dollars to pay for that.
No.
So that's how it works. So first of all, when people are like, "Oh, what'd you say that I slipped and hit my head?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I got hit in the head with a resounding amount of common sense. In my opinion, no, that's literally what happened. There are some folks out on the internet that I follow that have been living without owning any dollars and only owning Bitcoin for quite some time now, and it kind of hit me all at once. Well, let me ask you a question: are you bullish dollars?
God, no.
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 Okay. Neither am I. Are you bullish Bitcoin?
Yes.
Okay. So when I say I don't own any of the thing that only goes down, and I own as much as I can of the thing that only goes up, I'm the one that's confused when everyone's like, what has gotten into you? What's gotten into me? I don't know, common sense, logic. Why would I own any of the thing that just goes down? So what I did is I took all of my dollars, I converted them all to Bit, and I mean, like, I feel like I live my life enough in, like, I don't tweet from a anonymous account or anything. Like, people kind of know enough about me. I used to keep a decent amount of dollars in my checking account or savings account for the same reason. It's like, well, what if, rainy day? What if something happens?
Yep.
I was going to say the exact number, but I won't because that's just unnecessary. But let's say, it wasn't small. And then as I got more and more into Bitcoin over time, I was like, well, this is egregious, right? Because I'm so into the best performing money ever. I was like, okay, yeah, that's a good rainy day fund. That's like 5 Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin goes up and that's only 4 Bitcoin, 3 Bitcoin, 2 Bitcoin. And you're realizing asset price inflation in real time. And I was like, that's way too much fiat for a rainy day. It just melts. It just becomes less of things that I actually need in my life over time. And so I reduced it significantly. And then recently I said, why do I own any? I mean, the whole game is own assets. No billionaire owns a bunch of dollars. If you have $1 billion, you'd be lucky to find a billionaire that owns 100 grand of US dollars. They have $1 billion worth of other stuff. And so Bitcoin is the best expression of fiat debasement. It's the thing that goes up the most. You can't make any more of it. So there's an infinite amount of dollars that are being created, these infinite amounts of pieces of paper have to compete for the assets. So there are infinite amounts of green pieces of paper are competing for a fixed amount of Bitcoins. I don't know why I would own I don't know. It kind of blew my mind that people were like so flabbergasted by that. To me, it became like very logical. Like, why do you own dollar? I don't understand why you own any.
Ever since you did that, I mean, I've been thinking through the same thing. I wonder if there is a sense of like indoctrination. I mean, the notion of having dollars and like, to me, feels like for a lot of people that is materially what your wealth is sort of attributed to. I mean, I think that given the absolute lack of access to owning assets that someone our age or that people of our generation are used to, that the dollars feel like, almost like an indoctrination at this point. It's like you need them to prove that you can buy the thing or like are wealthy. I don't know.
Right. Well, I actually think okay, so you referenced the tweet storm. In the tweet storm, people should go read it. I briefly talked about why the dollar is such a piece of shit, which is no, I mean, it hasn't always been that way. So, quick history, the dollar divorced itself from the gold standard. So, a piece of US dollar used to be redeemable for gold. So you couldn't print dollars because if I then went and redeemed it for gold and there wasn't enough gold, right? So the piece of paper, all it was it resembled a piece of gold that was actually in a vault or in a bank or technically at the central bank. And so in 1971, the US government said, we're removing ourselves from that standard. So they're admitting to their insolvency. In 1971, the US government admitted that they don't have the gold that they claimed they did, according to the dollars that were in circulation. So in 1971, the US government officially became insolvent. Does that mean that's when they started their insolvency? Probably not. Probably started earlier, right? When someone in a relationship admits they were cheating, they didn't cheat 10 seconds ago. They probably had been cheating for a very long time. They just got caught.
Yep.
Okay, so in 1971, the government got caught and was insolvent, but what they effectively were saying is you can no longer redeem gold for these things. So we can now just create unlimited amounts of them. We're unbounded in our ability to make currency. So what that does is when you create unlimited currency, you're devaluing the currency. You're making it worth less. When there's more issued, then they become worth less. And so the price of assets like real estate or stocks or anything becomes worth more in the currency that's being devalued. Does that make sense so far?
Yeah.
Okay, so in 1971, it became a game of holy shit, the government's insolvent. They're going to be printing a lot of currency. I need to not own the thing that they're going to print a lot of. And people began to use assets as money. So you're right. Traditionally, and anyway, a little long-winded, but this is where I think your thinking comes from, is traditionally, you're right. Your grandfather or your great-grandfather cared about owning dollars because owning dollars were redeemable for gold. That's wealth. That's money. That's how I know I can pay for my family and take care of myself. But then very quickly, if you wanted to store and hold and grow wealth, you had to own assets. And by the way, that's fucked up this country tremendously. I think I'm going to botch this only slightly, but I think 90% of the wealth in America is owned by 10% of the population. So what happens is people then say, holy shit, the government is going to print a lot of these things. These things are going to just become worthless. I don't want to hold these things anymore. And if you can afford to own real estate, then you do. So real estate in 1971, average home was 20 grand. Now, let's say you had 10 grand, you can't afford a home. So you're like, shit, I got to start saving and get a home. But then the next day they print money. The next day they print money. What does that do? That makes the $10,000 that guy has worth less and less and less, and the real estate worth more and more and more. So all of a sudden, the average home is 30 grand, 40 grand, 50 grand. Now the average home is 500 grand.
That's insane.
So what happens is if you own financial assets, then
all right, Jack's about to lose his shit. This is where I paused it. Is right when Jack's about to lose his shit and literally just start motherfucking people. My channel gets watched by YouTube very closely. some of the shit he's about to say, I can't have on my YouTube channel. They'll shut that bitch down. So I'm going to switch over to the private server now. All right. Everyone watching on YouTube, you go right there. Take your phone and you go right to that QR code. That will send you directly to the private server. This, under the YouTube show, is a link for my private servers. I have 2 of them there. All right. So meet me, click the links, and it will take you right to the private server. Jump on. You won't miss a beat. All right. We'll be right back. We're going strictly private server.